Tim, thank you so much. I can't even begin to state how appreciative I am for this honor. RTDNA board, whoever was involved in choosing me, I was asked by one of the scholarship winners a couple hours ago, do you ever suffer from imposter syndrome? And I said, yeah, every day. Do you too? This is so special. And Pierre, it's an honor to share the stage with you, and congratulations on receiving the Paul White Award. And for this to happen in my town, I think makes it even more special because my coworkers can be here. My coworkers at KARE and at TEGNA, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And Sherry, next June we will celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary. Imagine that, 40 years married to a television reporter, and you're giving me the award? I keep a picture on my desk at work, a picture of my dad. Andy Huppert was a dairy farmer. He milked 50 cows on 200 acres of land on which I grew up, about an hour from here in River Falls, Wisconsin. My dad was in the barn every morning at 5 o'clock, and it was rare for him to be back in the house before 8 o'clock at night. For those math-challenged journalists like me, that's a 15-hour day. And he did it every day, Monday through Friday. On Sundays, he gave himself a break and only worked 8 hours. He'd milk the cows, take a break, take his family to church, come back home for a nice meal prepared by my mom or my grandmother, usually followed by a nap, after which he'd wake up and milk the cows again. 365 days a year, never a vacation, never a holiday, never a sick day. He would just work through whatever ailment he was experiencing. The picture on my desk was taken at harvest time, the busiest time of the year. It was dusty. In the photo, he's unloading a load of corn. His jeans and his jacket are filthy. The logo for the seed corn company on his cap was no longer legible. And he's smiling. Not just a grin, but the kind of smile that says, there is no place on earth that I would rather be at this moment. My dad taught me that if you choose your career wisely, and I hope some of the scholarship winners are still here, and I see you back here, and congratulations to all of you. But if you choose your career wisely, work and happiness are not mutually exclusive. They walk hand in hand, and that's why I'm so excited for all of you as you embark on your careers too. My dad felt about farming the way I feel about broadcast journalism. My dad influenced me in another way. He's the reason I believe that I'm drawn toward a particular type of story. Stories about hardworking, honest, decent people. Some would call them ordinary people, but they're not ordinary at all. People like Keith Davison, and we'll be sharing Keith's story next week. Keith is a World War II veteran, and at the age of 94, he decided to put a pool in his backyard so the neighborhood kids would have a place to swim, and he'd have company. A few days ago, we revisited Keith. The neighbors held a 100th birthday party for him to show their appreciation for all that he's done for them. People like Maggie Kushna, and we shared Maggie's story last night on our 10 o'clock newscast. Maggie's in the first grade. Her mother works at the local senior home, and she often goes to work with her mom with a backpack packed full of books. And she goes door to door through the senior home, knocking on doors, reading to residents. It's people like Keith and Maggie and my dad that give me hope. Hope that we need right now. Hope that sometimes seems to elude us as we live through these toxic times in which people can't seem to get along. is people seem to put the best interests of the country aside and in terms of their personal gain or party gain. I feel if we've ever needed hope, it's right now. Without that hope, I fear for our institutions. I fear for journalism. I fear for our democracy without that hope. And I feel as if as our country is being pulled apart, it's people like Keith and Maggie and my dad that still provide the strong threads that hold us together. It's the volunteers, and it's the community builders, and it's the people who are looking out for their neighbors regardless of political parties. I pray that we continue to find a place in our newscasts for those kinds of people. If not, I just fear that we're contributing to the destruction. In dark times, we need light. And people like Keith and Maggie and my dad are the people that still provide that light. Some of you know that I've been battling cancer. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma 2 years ago today, which makes tonight even more special. I hope that RTDNA isn't looking at this award as some sort of a parting gift, because I'm not done. And as long as there are stories out there about people like Keith and Maggie, I still have more work to do. And when I'm out there on the road, and it's been the occasional 15-hour day with a little bit of dust on my shoes from a gravel road and a smudge on my khaki pants from a fast food cheeseburger eaten in the car. And when I'm out there with a favorite photographer like Gary Knox or Gary Campus and Chad Nelson, who I don't think is here tonight, or Devin Krinke, when I'm out with a favorite photographer, you'll always know that I'll be smiling. So thank you so much for this honor.